Quite recently, there was an interesting comment that was made that made me think about a certain topic, and the comment was to do with the deity Manjushri and Manjushri in the Arapachana form, and how rare it is to find good paintings of Arapachana. Now, this doesn't hold for sculpture. We have many, many great examples really coming from the Pala period in India, and then Nepal and Tibet, northern China, Mongolia. Tremendous number of very, very good examples, sculptural examples. But in fact, there are very few Arapachana paintings that are really masterworks or really noteworthy. Very few, but we do have one that I think stands above all of the others, and it is on the website. It's HAR number 77105, and this painting, the central figure is Arapachana, and it's in a Gyantse style, so we tend to think that it's from Gyantse or the Gyantse area of Tsang province, Tibet. It should be dated to roughly 1425, 1430, and it is really an outstanding composition. The condition is excellent, and what we have is the central figure with an attractive form. Now, when it comes to Arapachana Manjushri, there are certain things that are important because he is actually in a bit of a dynamic pose, because he has the right arm raised, holding aloft a sword. And when you raise the right or left arm, then it gives the body a sway, and then the head is slightly tilted as well. And so this is really quite good and makes the image look more natural and flexible and more realistic. So this is really one of the very best examples of Manjushri that we have. Now, for the rest of the composition, in the upper viewer's left corner, we have Shakyamuni Buddha. In the upper right corner, we have what should properly be a Maitreya, but it's not completely certain that that's the identification. Now, at the viewer's left side of Manjushri is Vajrapani in peaceful form. On the viewer's right is Avalokiteshvara. Now, both of these forms, Vajrapani and Lokeshvara, are in a relaxed posture. They're not iconic. It's the artist's interpretation of just these two figures sitting in a relaxed manner. And as a group, the Manjushri, the Vajrapani, and the Lokeshvara represent the three lords of the world, the three principal bodhisattvas that represent the wisdom, the compassion, and the activity aspect of a Buddha. Now, at the lower left side, we have another blue figure, and this is a little bit perplexing because his attributes are a sword and a book, but it's very possible that this is either a blue or we don't really have a blue form of Manjushri, but it's possible it's representing the black Manjushri. Then on the right side, we have a white Sarasvati holding a veena, and then at the bottom, starting at the viewer's left side, we have the secret accomplishment Hayagriva. Then we have the green Vajravidarana. At the center, we have a wrathful deity, three faces, six arms. That's a Burkum Kuta, and he's used for healing practices. Then next to him, we have the Panjanata Mahakala, and then in the bottom right corner, we have Sri Devi with one face, four arms. So this painting is identified as being in a Gyantse style, really because of the shapes of the clouds, the flowers, the shading, and then the ornamentation on the figures, and for the sort of the decorative halo or gyapul or throne back, and the throne for the central figure of Manjushri. So this painting is really extraordinary in its beauty and in its really its wonderful composition and its use of color, and also the fantastical clouds that we see at the top, and then flowers descending at the center all the way to the bottom, the flowers in the background. So this is an exceptional painting, and as far as we've identified on the HAR website, this is really probably the very best painting that we have identified so far. Chances are there's others out there, or there could be murals in situ, in location in the Himalayas or Tibet or Mongolia. We don't know at this point, but at this time, this painting is quite exceptional. So press the like button, you can subscribe, you can join HAR on Patreon, and you can also make a donation on the homepage of Himalayan Art Resources.